Hi, this is Karen from Mojo Global. Welcome to the Mojo Global radio show. Today we have as our honored guest, Mike Lomas. Mike, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Glad to have you, Mike. Can you give our audience an idea of how you could help them?
Yeah, well, originally, for the first half of my business life, I was 100% committed, and still a big part of it is committed to being a retail financial advisor. I've been very fortunate that I started radio shows 20 something years ago to try to help build our clientele up. Those radio shows really took off. My retail investment advisory book really grew. In fact, we manage over $1 billion in client assets right now. We do radio shows pretty much throughout most of New York State and part of Florida. But because of that retail success, I've been able to, been very fortunate to build out other investment chassis and platforms. So I own a registered investment advisory firm, and where I spend a big chunk of my time is being a board member and a founder of Peak Brokerage Services. And really, the thought behind starting our own broker dealer years ago was we wanted to have a broker dealer where we had reps helping reps. And that's what we've created. And I spend a big chunk of my time looking for and bringing on new financial planners that are looking to grow their practice. And it's important for us that we bring on financial planners that are not only interested in growing their practice, but interested in sharing their ideas with other financial planners, because I've been able to be successful. I've been able to successfully grow my business through radio shows. Well, I wasn't the first financial planner to do a radio show. I learned that from somebody else. And so, things like seminar marketing and online seminars. And we do what I call departmentalizing in our Buffalo branch, where we have a Medicare department. We have Social Security experts. We have a home and auto division. We have accountants. All that energy has led us to be able to have a retail practice that manages $1 billion. A big chunk of my day is training other financial planners and really just sharing the ideas and strategies that we're doing to try to help better their practice and grow their practice. So, which I love doing, and it's a lot of fun, and it's allowed us to be one of the faster growing broker dealers in the country, which is great.
Thank you so much. That I hear the energy behind everything you're saying. And can you give us an idea if a rep came to you, what the process would be, or give us an example of how you've been able to help them? Because you kind of answered that already, but speak a little bit more about that.
Well, first off, what I've noticed in the industry is that there's a lot of broker dealers out there that won't allow their financial advisors to market. And that's a big no-no. I always said, I can't imagine owning a hot dog stand and my competition right next door is able to put out flyers and signs and advertise, and I'm not allowed to do that. And so the first thing is we've created a chassis or a home where they can actually market. And then number two, we try to support and help them with those marketing strategies. And one of the, I guess I'd call it a mistake that I think a lot of broker dealers out in the industry do is they say they have a marketing department. They say they're going to help their financial planners grow, but they really don't. They've got like a Kinko's, which is they've got, they've the ability to make flyers and the ability to print out some things, but they really don't have marketing strategies that work. And so what we found is if you have an atmosphere of reps helping reps, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is how I've done it. Come on into Buffalo and check out how we do radio shows. If you're interested in doing radio shows, let's set up an online Zoom meeting so we can teach you how we do online seminars. Let's show you how we get 50 people to an online seminar using Facebook. By doing those types of strategies, really showing up to help our financial advisors, it allows them to be able to take their practice to a whole new level. And I've got rep after rep after rep that I can show you that moved over to our broker dealer with 50,000 or 100,000 in production, and now they're doing $300,000 and $400,000 and $500,000 in production. These are real numbers and real people. And this isn't rocket science. It's just really reps, again, sharing, reps helping reps. And that's what we've created. And I'm very proud to say I've been a part of that. And we're going to continue to make it grow. And we've got all kinds of examples of, like I said, of reps going from a lower level type of planner great planner, very smart, all the certifications, not enough people to see. And we've been able to help them see more people.
I really enjoy I have a marketing background, so for me, listening to you is wonderful. I know that you're very excited and passionate about what you're doing just from talking to you. Can you talk a little bit about your why?
Yeah, well, why is the first part about why being a peak financial planner, really, which I'm focused on is the independence, right? We have an independent chassis which allows our financial planners to have access to what pretty much every tool I think they could possibly access for their clients. So when it comes to competing on a hey, we've got the most amount of tools to help your client, and this firm's got the most amount of tools. We are an open architecture, huge back office support. We work with companies like Charles Schwab and Fidelity and Raymond James and Ameritrade, huge back office support, completely independent with a proven track record of marketing tools that work. And there is no rule at FINRA, that's our regulatory agency on the broker dealer side. There's no rule that says you can't advertise. And so a lot of broker dealers just don't want to be a part of that. They don't want to spend the time and the resources to be able to help their financial planner. So they just say, no, we're not going to let you do it. We're not going to let you open a Facebook account. Or we're certainly, if you open a Facebook account, you can't advertise on there. You can't market on there. Same thing with a website. No, you can't do radio shows. You can't do TV shows. And we've set up the opposite, where we're going to not only, let you do that, we're going to encourage you to do that and show you how other financial planners have been successful in doing those types of things to build their practice.
Thank you so much, Mike. If someone wants to get a hold of you, first of all your contact information will be rolling in the screen in a second. But what is the very best way to get a hold of you?
I would just call me. I love to talk to other reps, love to talk to other financial planners and share what we've done. And every time I do that, because a lot of times planners will say, why are you sharing all this stuff? I'm your competition. I'm not even at your broker dealer yet. And you're telling me all this stuff that's made you successful. It's because I learn too. Every time, one of our most successful divisions is my Medicare division. And I learned that from another financial planner. I was a featured speaker, the marketing guest at a broker dealer's convention. And I was talking about radio shows, and we just started shooting the bull after. And they said, oh, I do Medicare, and that's how we bring our leads in. And I said, oh my gosh, I never thought about that, right? So we set up a Medicare division. It's one of the biggest lead generators we have in our retail office. That particular financial advisor actually started radio shows. And so now we're both doing different things that we never knew it really existed or never knew how to do it prior to meeting each other. So best way to just call me at my office, 716-633-1515, 716-633-1515, and just ask for Mike Lomas. I'll set up a time and we can chat.
Mike, thank you so much for being on today. It was a very invigorating time for me.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And to our audience, we always appreciate you, and we look forward to bringing you the next Mojo Global Radio Show. Bye.